If you think Earth is wild, with its Wi-Fi outages, unpredictable weather, and people who put pineapple on pizza, wait till you hear about the most insane planet in the universe. This isn't your average astronomy lesson. Oh no. This is the kind of cosmic roller coaster that makes sci-fi movies look like documentaries. Because somewhere out there, swirling in the black velvet ocean of space, exists a planet so crazy, so chaotic, and so mind-bending that astronomers themselves stared at their data like, guys, is this thing even allowed to exist? Welcome to the story of the most insane planet ever discovered. Buckle up. You're about to dive into storms bigger than continents, glass rain falling sideways, and temperatures so extreme your oven would cry. Let's explore. The moment astronomers realized this planet was not normal. The discovery didn't begin with fireworks or dramatic music. It started quietly, just another faint flicker of light picked up by a telescope doing its job. But then something strange happened. The planet's brightness changed. And not in the normal, I orbit a star, I dim sometimes kind of way. No, this planet seemed to be glowing differently, like it couldn't decide how shiny it wanted to be. Imagine testing a light bulb and it keeps flicking between romantic dinner mode and interrogation room mode. Astronomers had questions. You probably do too. Like, what kind of planet behaves like a cosmic disco ball? Keep that question in your pocket, because we're just warming up. A planet where the weather would literally kill you in 2 seconds. To understand this world's insanity, picture the worst weather you've ever seen. A hurricane, a sandstorm, a thunderstorm so loud your neighbor's dog suddenly thinks it's an opera singer. Now multiply all of that by 1,000 and add rains shards of glass sideways at 4,000 miles per hour. Yes, you read that correctly. Sideways, glass, rain. On the infamous planet HD 189733b, winds blow so fast that the atmosphere can peel the paint off a spacecraft before the spacecraft even says hello. And the rain? Razor-sharp silica droplets tearing across the sky like angry glitter. Why sideways? Because the winds don't play. Why glass? Because this planet's atmosphere is basically a cosmic glass factory. But the real question is, how does a planet even get this dangerous? Let's move deeper. Temperature is hot enough to melt your shadow. HD 189733b orbits its star so closely that a year there lasts only 2 Earth days, a weekend trip. Imagine your birthday happening every 48 hours. Cute until you check the weather forecast. Dayside temperature? About 1,700 degrees Fahrenheit or 930 degrees Celsius. That's hotter than molten lava, hotter than your stovetop at full blast. Hotter than your worst ex's attitude. But get this, the night side of the planet is much cooler, only about 1,300 degrees. Cooler, as if that makes it relaxing. But this insane temperature difference causes the atmosphere to churn violently, creating winds so vicious that they carry hot gases from day to night like cosmic delivery drivers who hate their jobs. And what happens when those temperature shock waves meet? You'll want to see. Winds faster than any imaginable speed. Remember the sideways glass rain? Here's why. The winds on HD 189733b blow at up to 8,700 kilometers per hour, 5,400 miles per hour. That's 7 times the speed of sound and 20 times faster than a speeding bullet. Basically, if you tried to stand on this planet, terrible idea, you wouldn't just get blown away, you'd get deleted. This is the kind of wind that could take a grain of sand and turn it into a weapon of mass destruction. But the universe wasn't done being dramatic. There's something even stranger happening. The planet that looks calm, but it's lying. Here's the truly bizarre part. From a distance, this hellish, nightmarish planet looks peaceful. It's blue, like Earth, like the Maldives, like a screensaver you click when you're pretending to work. But don't be fooled. This isn't a planet with oceans or skies. Its blue glow comes from light scattering off millions of floating glass particles in its atmosphere. So the prettiest planets might also be the deadliest. Imagine seeing a beautiful beach, stepping onto the sand, and then realizing the ocean is boiling acid. The universe has jokes. But if this planet is so crazy, is it the worst one out there? Funny enough, not even close. Even worse exist, but this one stands out. There are planets with diamond surfaces, planets that rain molten iron, planets with 3 suns, planets darker than charcoal, even a planet that literally evaporates every time it faces its star. But HD 189733b is different. Why? Because unlike many exotic exoplanets, this one is close enough, just 64 light-years away, for scientists to study in wild detail. We can see its storms, we can measure its winds, we can observe its color changing as weather shifts violently across its surface. Astronomers even witnessed the planet-wide storm explosion that blasted material thousands of miles into space, as if the planet just sneezed. So while other planets are weird in theory, this one is insane in real time. And that's what makes it unforgettable.
What this planet teaches us about the universe. You might be thinking, cool, but what does all this cosmic chaos mean for us? Surprisingly, a lot. Planets like this help scientists understand how atmospheres form and collapse, what extreme weather looks like on alien worlds, how planets evolve over billions of years, what conditions life can't possibly survive, how unique and lucky Earth truly is. And maybe the biggest takeaway? The universe is endlessly creative and not even slightly normal. Which raises a new question. If a planet like this exists, what other cosmic madness is waiting out there? And your turn to explore. We've traveled across unimaginable winds, sideways glass storms, melting landscapes, and blue beauty that hides danger beneath its shimmer. The universe isn't just big, it's theatrical, dramatic, extra. And this planet? It's proof that reality is stranger, wilder, and more chaotic than anything Hollywood could invent. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Is this the wildest planet you've ever heard of? Should I break down even more insane exoplanets? Want a part 2? Drop your thoughts. Share your curiosity. Let's explore the universe together, one insane planet at a time. If this blew your mind even a little, share it with someone who loves space as much as you do.